everyday life, from the significant to the petty. Time now for Christy Gustafson Barletti on 107.7 GNA.
There's a new study out that basically says the parents have a favorite. Essentially, moms feel a stronger bond to or connection with their daughters, and dads feel a greater connection to their sons.
Now, is anybody surprised by that, by the way? Like, I think people are more surprised by the fact that parents admitted it, but I think that I think that if you ask most parents, like when guys are talking to guys and when girls are talking to girls, like maybe you wouldn't say it publicly, but to your boys, you might be like, I really hope it's a boy, you know. But if it's a girl, I'm gonna love her the same. I'm gonna love her the same.
I think it has a lot to do with the passing on the last name too. I think with guys, it's very important to have their last name passed on.
Oh, that's true.
Whereas with women, women tend to take their husband's last name. At least that's with Jim. He's like, no matter what, I want my last name.
So, Christy, was it like overwhelming? Like, what did the data tell you?
So in the beginning, people commented and said, no, no one's going to admit to this. There's no way. But people did admit to it. I mean, people said, you know what, I definitely, some of us, I feel closer to my daughter. I have a better connection. I relate better to her. I can understand what she's going through. And they said it doesn't mean that I necessarily like my daughter better or that I like my son better.
Yeah, you do.
But if I'm a dad, I can find more common ground.
Liar.
They're lying.
No,
they're lying. But it's okay.
You see, they're lying when they say they don't like one better than the other.
Yes, they're lying.
I think
32% of the people in our poll said that they definitely always feel a stronger connection to their daughter. This is for moms specifically, that moms feel a stronger connection to their daughter, and 17% said sometimes. So more than half admitted that there is that connection there.
Well, do you think that, like, if you asked these same parents, right, or just parents in general, that, like, if they were rooting for a certain sex or a certain gender before the baby was born, do you think that parents would be free and open to admit that as much as they were to admit this?
No, because, you mean, saying like, oh, I was hoping for girls and I have two boys, and I have no girls. You're saying would they admit that?
Yeah.
I mean, I have a friend who has 3 boys, and she so badly wanted a girl, and she would talk about that, and then she had a 4th child, and it's a girl.
Okay.
And she often says that she feels closer to her girl, but she's an amazing mom. She's awesome. But she definitely would often say, I would love to have a girl. 3 boys. I love boys. I'm a boy mom.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to have a girl.
I feel like saying that you were rooting for a certain gender is a lot more that's understandable than saying that you have 2 children, one's a boy and one's a girl, and saying I just like the boy better because I'm a boy.
Right. I prefer.
So now that I think about it, this was
kid.
not an easy thing to get people to. What would your father say, by the way? He just doesn't like children. Is that pretty much it?
I don't know if he can keep track of how many he has right now. It'd be hard to track. He goes, wait, how many daughters do I have? I think that would be his answer.
Christy, if you had a little boy, if your next one, God willing, if that's what you want or whatever, is a little boy, do you think that there would be a little bit of a disconnect there because?
I don't know. I mean, I often look at my girls and say, I'm so glad I have girls. I always said I wanted to be a girl mom. I never said that when I was pregnant, but I would say it after they were born.
Yeah.
I only wanted girls. I knew I was meant to have girls. So it's hard to say because, when that child's born, you're like, this is the most amazing thing ever.
Well, I know what your husband would say, though.
Well, yeah, because his name dies because he has a sister, so no boys means no more Barletti. No more Beerletti.
Does he want a boy?
Oh, no, I mean, he loves having the girls.
But does he ever say to you, let's
try again?
Let's try again so that we can have a boy?
No, I mean, I've even asked him. I've always said, do you wish you had a boy? He's like, oh my gosh, no, I just adore those 2. I'm so glad they're girls.
That's awesome.
Aw, he's so great.
All right, Christy, thank you very much. Good stuff. Great admission by parents, and we'll talk to you on Wednesday, actually, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Sounds good. Bye-bye.